A letter to God. Hey God, it's me again. I know you didn't ask or anything, but I think me and you are kind of alike. And not in like a vain sense, but in like a technically I came from you and you put yourself in your creation sense. Well, except for the part where you have all the answers, and the only answer that I have is that I don't have all the answers. Most of the time when someone is always in the mirror or taking a photograph, people think that they're in love with themselves or something. But what I see in someone constantly looking in the mirror is someone trying to reassure themselves. Truth is, I don't feel safe if I'm not in the mirror constantly observing what others see. There's always something that needs to be fixed, rearranged, critiqued, and corrected. Let me make sure I still like the way my hair looks. Let me make sure my smile is still pretty. Let me make sure I'm still pretty. But looking in the mirror isn't just about your face. It's about analyzing your entire being. Fixing, rearranging, critiquing, and correcting your entire being. And then you'd start asking yourself all of these questions. Like, is the person I intend to be the person staring back at me? Are teenagers reckless, or are we just grieving illusion-filled childhoods being judged by adults who neglect to heal from their own? How do we explain not fitting in, feeling it with every breath we take, and being unexplainably relieved that we don't? I'm at that age where purpose is big. Like, what am I really here for? Not in a morbid sense, but in a where do I go from here sense. The scary part is receiving the answer, because you realize how far away from it you actually are. And it seems like the more you run towards it, the farther it gets. Then it's like, is it farther or is it fake? Is it faith or am I a fool? God, I guess I'm just getting irritated with the process of process. Do you, God? Do you look at the universe as your mirror and feel dissatisfied by what you see? When your creations don't give back what you've given, do you feel defeated? Do you cry? I guess not, huh? Because you have all the answers. The timeline, the reason, and the final destination. You know your creations. You knew that I always be in the mirror, that it would be my greatest weakness. But when I understood purpose and elevation, that it would become my greatest strength. That I wouldn't be able to stay out of it, but for different reasons now. To me, asking questions about life and love and wonder would bring me back to you. I urge everyone to look in the mirror and ask themselves questions about their being. Because when you're closer to self, you're closer to God, and you start seeing yourself different. And now when I look in the mirror, I see beauty. I see someone whose existence makes an exponential amount of differences. That my purpose and I are running towards each other and not away. And that is an answer that I am sure of. So thank you for making me curious and self-seeking, and for making me realize that we're not much different. We're creators. And that's the purpose of human beings, to produce. We take bundles of doubt, uncertainty, the rock, and the hard place, and we make it art. We make it sing, and we make it children. How could someone who does that not just be beautiful, but otherworldly? And I know you don't receive it as much as you should from the rest of your creations. So thank you on their behalf too.